All right, hey everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how we make our compost tea, our worm casting tea. So let's get cracking. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of time explaining the benefits of worm castings or a compost tea in this video. There is tons and tons of other information and resources out there. But what I will say is this: when you get this stuff going and you get it in your garden, it's pretty much like jet fuel. It's like rocket fuel. It's like, let's just say this. Our tomato plants, the last time we used this stuff, were taller than me. We were having to build all kind of cage trellis systems, and the fruit was massive. And another side benefit was the deer didn't like it, so they weren't nibbling on the plants. Do the research. You'll see this stuff is absolutely steroids for your plants. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to make this compost tea. All right, now what we're going to need to make this happen is easy stuff. You need a fish bubbler, like the regular aquarium tank fish bubbler, with a bit of hose. You're going to need one of those bubbling stones that will fit onto the end of this. You're going to need a paint straining bag. Pantyhose, old pantyhose will work. These work better just because of the fine grain, but it still lets a lot of material doesn't get out, but the beneficial bacteria do, and this works better. So if you can get that, I would recommend it. A bit of twine, earthworm castings, of course. You're going to need some unsulfured molasses. That's really important. Unsulfured molasses, about 2 tablespoons of it. You're going to need a bucket, and you're going to need some water that I'm going to tell you something important about it right now. All right, a quick word on the water. What you're going to want to do as a precaution is go ahead and put your bubbler stone down into your bucket of water for about 2-3 hours. The reason for that is a lot of municipalities will put chlorine and other kind of weird stuff in the water, and that bubbler will bubble the chlorine out of there, because once you get those bacteria going, chlorine will kill them. So you want to make sure, just take the extra time, the extra step, and get that bubbler in there for a few hours so that you're just safe. You know the water is going to be fine. Okay, bubbler stone into the water. Get rid of that chlorine if there is any in there. I'm going to need someone to hold this down. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your paint straining bag, and you're going to put about a softball size amount of worm castings into this bag. You're going to take the twine and tie it off on the top, and we're going to suspend this midway in our bubbling water. All right, here's the bag of castings, and we're going to suspend it down into the bucket. Just like that. Now we're going to take our unsulfured molasses. We're going to put about 2 tablespoons, in you go, of that stuff in there. And this is going to feed those beneficial bacteria from the worm castings. It'll bring them to life, wake them up, get them working, and then is the waiting game. Oh, I nearly forgot one last tip. If you can actually place your bubbler stone underneath this bag of castings, it seems to kickstart them even faster. It still works the other way. If it doesn't move around on you or whatever, it's fine. But if you can get them up and underneath that bag, I find it very much more, faster. Now, you're going to leave that bubble for about 24 hours. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a nice little foam that'll come up on the top of the water there. And you know then that all of those beneficial bacteria, the millions and millions of beneficial bacteria that are going to help your plants and your garden go and grow fast, they're alive. Now, the trick is this. You can't let this stuff sit around. You're going to need to use it right away. And so you don't want to just think, well, I'll just put this in some kind of a container and I'll use it in the future. No, you got to use it right away, because those beneficial bacteria are eventually going to die, and you want them in your garden doing what they do before they croak, right? So that's what you need to do. So with that, that's really it, guys. Easy, natural, organic way that you can really just jumpstart, kick your garden in the pants. And it's Well, it's been working for us for years, so hopefully it will work well for you too. So with that, that's it. I'm Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and you guys have an amazing and blessed day.